OSPF stub areas. In this video, I'm going to talk about another stub area called Not-So-Stubby Area. So in this area, we don't, I mean, no type 5 external AS LSAs allowed are allowed, but type 7 LSAs that convert to type 5 at the NSSA ABR can traverse. Okay, this type of area allows the flexibility of importing a few external routes into the area while it's still trying to retain the stub characteristics. So in this case, I mean in our topology, area 1 is a stub area. Currently it is a stub area, and I can verify that by looking at the OSPF configuration. No, it's not. It's not a stub area anymore. Let me just configure it real quick. Area 1 stub. Because I want to show you a error message when you OSPF. Area 1 stub. Okay. And if we go to show IP route OSPF, um, we now see a inter area route, which is this one. Because if we look at stub area, no AS, so I mean no type 4 or 5 AS external LSAs allowed. So this is not allowed, and the ASBR is not allowed, which is R1 in this case, because R1 is actually redistributing this route into OSPF. This IP address here on the loopback, on its loopback. So that's a stub area, and you can also just redistribute a no inject a just a default route, and you can do that by doing this command here. No summary. And if we go back to R3, we only see a default route. So that's totally stub area. So yeah, so um, let me read this sentence again. This is type of area allows the flexibility of importing a few external routes into the area while still trying to retain the stub characteristic. Assume that one of the routers in the stub area is connected to an external AS running a different routing protocol. It now becomes the ASBR. So in our case, R3 will become the, or it is already a ASBR because it is redistributing this route into OSPF, and we can verify that by, let me do that command again, OSPF this. Oh, forgot the subnets. Let me add the subnet. OSPF. Now, redistribute connected subnets. All right, so yeah, we're not doing that. I mean, that's what happens when you actually try to redistribute a external route into a stub area. So it says here, router is currently an ASBR while having only one area, which is a stub area. So that's the error message that you get when you try to redistribute a external route into OSPF and a stub area. And that's what this here is saying. Um, this, no, it's not really saying about it, but that's what happens when you try to redistribute a external route into a stub area. All right, let me read this again. Assume that one of the routers in the stub area is connected to an external AS running a different routing protocol. It now becomes the ASBR, and hence the area can no more be called a stub area. However, if the area is configured as a Not-So-Stubby area, then the ASBR generates a NSSA external link state type 7. So in our case, ASBR is R3. So since type 5 is not allowed, um, I mean, instead of type 5, we actually advertise type 7, and we can verify that a little later, which can be flooded throughout the NSSA area. These type 7 LSAs are converted into type 5 LSAs at the SSA NSSA ABR. That's how it's pronounced actually. So our NSSA ABR is actually R2. Let me actually fix that a little bit. NSSA ABR. There we go. I'm flooded throughout the OSPF domain. Okay, so all right, so let me configure NSSA. Let me configure this stub area to be a NSSA. So the command is actually, you already saw it here, or maybe not yet. So I'm going to remove the area 1 stub on R3 and on R2. And I'm going to add this one on R3. And if you only add this, you're not, the NSSA ABR will not actually inject a default route. So you have to also add this keyword here. Let me actually show it to you real quick. So let me show IP route OSPF. Yeah, so nothing is being installed as a OSPF route. Let me OSPF. No, OSPF. There you go. So let me just copy and paste this on R2. Oops, let me just type it. Okay, looks good. Config looks good. Okay, this is R3. Okay. How about the routing table, OSPF? Okay, so we see that this is I believe this is a summary LSA, and we can also verify that by doing this command. Yeah, summary LSA. So you can see here that we are able to, we see this link ID. This is a type 7 external LSA. LSA. Yeah. So, and ABR NSSA ABR should actually advertise this into R1. I mean into Area 1. Let me verify that. Yes, it's advertising it as a type, what do you call it? External type 2 here. But like I said earlier, we don't see a default route being installed into the routing table. So we need to add this keyword here. Let me just add it on R2, which is our NSSA ABR, OSPF. Once we added that, we should see a default route here. So default, it's here, OSPF NSSA external type 2, and it's via R2. So that's it. That's how you can configure Not-So-Stubby Area. I mean, that's how you can convert a stub area into Not-So-Stubby Area. Again, um, type 5 is not allowed in a stub area, so that's why that's why it's kind of called Not-So-Stubby Area, because you're actually redistributing redistributing a external route into the OSPF domain. So again, it's here. I mean, it's here. Let me do that command again. It's here, and it's part of the type 7. And also the default route is also a type 7. There's no type 5 here. And if we go to R1, and we should see that route as a external route. So it's E2 here, external type 2. All right, so yeah, that's how you can configure Not-So-Stubby Area. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about the last but not least area, which is NSSA Totally Stub. So, but that's all in this video. Thanks for watching.